Right. Two on here. So, all the hype behind Kamala Harris is entirely fake. And there is potential that they're just going to fake her right into the office itself. Meaning hack the election itself. So, there's just examples of this from the very beginning, right? I mean, she was installed, she wasn't voted in, which says it right there. It says they don't care. They're gonna put her in whether she's voted or not. What should say everything about the election itself as well, and everything in between is just kind of sprinkles or icing on the cake as far as I'm concerned. But we're only making videos like this because we can attempt to assassinate the president, and then that can be an event that gets brushed over or completely forgotten within 24 hours. So we're on this point where I could almost title this video just beating the algorithm. You need to have a video that's popping up every day or the day of or the day before the election that completely debunks all of the bullshit, leading up to the important part of the event. We almost need them daily. Well, I'm not trying to do that, but there's going to be some repetitive videos, that's for sure, where you're just going to be covering the same stuff. How she's installed, how she's busing people into the rallies. It's nothing but buses. And I guess I'm hearing that there's potential. This sounds legit too. That Kamala supporters are buying tickets to Trump rallies. So if there are even any empty seats, it's not because nobody showed up. It's because Kamala supporters bought out part of the stands, right? Because there'll be more Trump supporters outside. So they are doing everything they can from every angle they can to attack Trump and then fake their side. So you got to stay focused on this. And then this can't be a video that was posted 10 years ago, because then you're just someone uninformed from today. And with the way news is breaking, with all the assassinations that break every day, and all the stupid stuff that just happens, there's something new every day. So I could even remake this video, whether I want to or not, next week, just based on the fact that a week has passed and I need to update my stance, even though this stance is pretty much concrete. This is set in stone. I don't know if there's anything harder than this stance, right? Woo! So having said that, still have to make a video. Like I said, because there's videos where guys come on and say, Kamala could back her car straight over a baby. I'd still vote for her. Anything other than Trump. As long as there are people like that, then we need videos every day, essentially, because there's something new happening every day that stacks up against somebody who carries themselves like that, because that person's going around, spreading propaganda. And when there's nothing but people like that on the Kamala side, you have to stay on top of the Trump side. You can't just let your guard down. It's fake. The whole thing's fake. She finally does a off-the-cuff interview on her very own biased media outlet, Oprah, who's been doing free pro bono campaign work for Kamala, completely drops the ball and exposes the utter hypocrisy that it means to support any of the ideology that is being supported by the administration that is, that was Biden or Obama, and now Kamala, because she's brand new. She got installed only last month, essentially. We barely even knew about this campaign. The one that we did know about, since everyone wants to forget or pretend like it never happened. She finished last. There's a whole a whole list of names ahead of hers that everybody would have rather seen in this position right now, and that's the fact of the matter. So anything is just, like there. This Depressed Ginger, who's a great channel, is saying that she's going to need to be making rounds throughout small businesses and stuff, and that's exactly what Trump is doing. Trump doesn't stop. Trump's been president. Trump knows how to do this stuff. Trump's going around to, he'll stop at a restaurant before he goes to a rally. He went to a Philly cheesesteak joint and then goes to a rally. Everything you hear about Trump just goes home. It goes to your heart. You're like, man, if I was running for president, you would see me doing stuff that Trump's doing. You would hear me talking like Trump talks. That's all you're going to hear all day. So as far as talking to real people out there, you can go find that fat dude with no shirt on that might not know what gender he is, and is that because they've messed with his brain so much, or because he can't even see down there, or a nasty combination of both? Well, I hate to tear into that guy that heavily because of that, but to say that Kamala could back over a baby and you'd still vote for Kamala, she could back over a baby on live television, right? Oh man, like that's even worse than the Trump assassination. I don't know, because everyone went live for that. That was, you know what I mean? So that should say everything about the Trump assassination right there, is the fact that so many people were actually live and ready to cover that. And you can dive into that. There's people in the crowd that did not budge and just held their camera and were like, oh no, this is going down and I'm going to get the money shot right now. I'm going to have the YouTube viral video. Or the one chick that you do see in the crowd was FBI, so she probably was going to have that thing on the deep web making the real money and stealing the money from the middle class, regular, everyday person who just runs a blue collar job or their very own business, that doesn't have government contracts, actually makes money supporting middle class, is middle class, supports middle class. Just that's what we have. That whole class will completely die out because military money is so serious. And when these military operatives, CIA, FBI operatives, ABC operatives, military operatives, government funded operatives, anybody who's got offshore accounts, let's just say that, so we can just rope in that Crooks character who is on the roof trying to shoot at our ex-president, going to be president-elect, but he's going to be hacked out of the election, right? Definitely going to be hacked out with fake rallies, and then she goes on to Oprah and completely drops the ball. This is ridiculous. She's like, oh, you come into my house, I'll shoot you dead. Essentially, she doesn't say shoot you dead. She said, I'll shoot you. But you're not even technically supposed to have a gun, according to her, and then you might not even be able to shoot somebody just because they're in your house. That is a Texas, red state Texas rule. That's not a blue state Texas rule. That's not no. that is completely opposite of the entire ideology that it is to be on the Democratic supporting ticket at this current time. If in this day and age, you shouldn't you shouldn't really own a gun, or it should be completely locked up in a gun safe, with